Hello, 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 hello. Yeah, back for more Signalis, of course. Uh, this time I remembered to unmute my mic. Uh, and hopefully there should be no technical difficulties this time. I really hope. I'm a little nervous that there may, but we'll have to see. I'm I'm hoping to beat my favorite beat my favorite horror game. I know I keep saying that, but like this just this game is so important to me that I'm really excited to, beat it on stream, I suppose. Um you might notice I don't know how well obvious it is, but I'm a little sick today. My throat is a little sore, so I might cough a bit and probably gonna have to run to the bathroom every so often just to grab a tissue because my nose is running. So that may impede my progress slightly, but I think I'll still be fine. So let me just get into the game proper. It's not detecting my controller. Let me try turning it off and on again. Oh, controller has been connected. Okay. So let me just get everything right because it for some reason my controller in Steam it really likes to start just going right or left for some reason. So I have to press that button to be like, okay, it's not actually going that way. It's not like a drift issue, which is weird. Because it only happens when the controller, starts up, and then it's done after that. Okay, so before anything else, I want to preface the fact that I may have been having the game just run on in the background. So as you can see now, my save file currently has 10 and a half hour, nearly 10 and a half hours of save time. That's because, of course, with the ending ID that I'm looking to get, I need to have 12 plus hours on my save file. I've already checked that note, and grabbing my notebook again because I'm surely gonna need it. So from here, I want to go back and actually check the rooms I neglected because there's a lot that I missed, I think. Over here, this place here, nothing valued is here. What was dangerous and repulsive. Message is a warning about the danger is still present. Time as it was is to the body and form of the danger is disturb this place, shunned and left uninhabited. When within is killed, a path will open here. Alright. Big thing is I need to just grab the wooden doll. Okay, I got it. As I've talked about before, I'm perfectly fine with taking damage. In fact, it's part of my goal. I need to take as much damage as possible. As silly as that sounds, that is actually important. Okay, so if I remember this puzzle correctly, we're gonna need to find the code for that specific symbol. So I'm going to draw out this sort of triangle shape. It's gonna be a little scuffed, of course, because it's one of those paradoxical shapes that shouldn't work correctly. Yeah, as you can hear, I'm sniffling a lot because my nose is congested. Okay. So, what is this over here? Unlocks from the other side. Good to know. So I should have everything from this room. So we go back down, and then get back to the save room. And then we can just I'll store the repair spray, stun prod, the revolver ammo, and the doll. I'll also give myself the auto injectors and also equip them. Save again, just so that I don't lose those items. Alright. And then go over here, hit me. So go up and jump into the mass of flesh down below. Oh, I love this effect with the hands. Okay. So, for my understanding with how this fight works, which I think I just learned about this recently. I don't think I've known about this before. Kinda just have to wait. Wait and survive. Which is good, because I thought you have to, like, actually fight this boss prior. So, just loop. I'll let it hit me. See, I have a lot of health right now. At least I believe this is the time to fight. I swear it is. Unless it isn't. Oh. Alright, let me... Okay, I hit it once. This will be good for the regen time. So I know regen time is another thing I need more of. Alright. Okay. So now that happens. Just standing there. Oh, now she goes. Okay. So that's... So I think you do have to damage it some. I don't think it's just like a full, complete waiting game. Alright. Well, there's that. Taking a sip of water. Okay. How much... Okay, so that took up all but one of my bullets. So I should still have a decent amount of pistol ammo. Let me just combine with the gun and store the rest away. I don't need to mess... I try not to use as much ammo as possible, you know? Though I am going to start needing it because of the infected colibris. Okay, so from here, thermite flares, put those away just immediately because I don't use those. Do I have the auto injector? Okay. So here's another one of these. It's like a weird pentagon. That's the word. Just gonna make some fancy lines and call it a day there. Okay. So. Okay, this is gonna be a little bit tough of a maneuver. Grab the repair patch. I say a little tough of a maneuver, but then I remember it's perfectly fine for me to take damage. Signal flare. I'm pretty sure I grabbed the flare gun. Okay, so that unlocks the door. So we're back up here. It's good because I would like to run back up here and go back down. You know, do the whole loop around to get back to get back to this save room. And store those items I just got. So another repair patch and the flare shells. I'd say it's good for me to just regen the health naturally instead of, you know, like, using the health kits, because regen time is something I need to keep track of. Alright, one more. I could take one more. My controller's vibrating. Time to go up. This way's open now. Get the small bottle. The Dreamer. A prison from which the only escape is death. Deep below, the Dreamer floats in the sea of flesh. The Red-Eye birthing a new world from their dream for eternity, and each time the Dreamer turns over in their sleep, the world turns over too until only flesh remains. I'm gonna move my mic a little bit closer so you might hear the movement of it. Okay, well that's everything in here. So now I can go back down. I need to go to the flesh pit again, which is up here. Down into the flesh pit. And just up here. Use the small bottle. That allows Issa to wake up. And talk to her. It's you, Elster, right? Thank you for your help. Did you find who you're looking for? Or did you find who you were looking for yet? The rifle Issa was carrying. It's chambered in some sort of ridiculous anti-armor cartridge. No wonder the recoil knocked her out. Oh, that rifle. I don't think I want to use it again. You can have it. And got the rifle. That's good. That can be entirely missed. But I've never actually missed it. Okay. I'd like not to take a bit of damage for now. I'll pick up the stun prod, and I can go this way. Think in the center, the Regent's Ring. Okay. Okay, so can't go that way, so obviously the only way we can go then is this way. Before I do this, because as you can see, that's the barbed wire maze. I'm gonna go back and, like, heal and stuff, you know? It's only a good idea. So, put away the stun prod, put away the ring. Honestly, if I remember correctly, we could probably put away the pistol and just keep these two. Save up. And go back. Because there's like a good couple of items that I think I can grab there, so it'd be good to have as much inventory space as possible. Okay, and here I'm going to equip the flashlight. This would be a good idea to just be able to see which paths I can and can't go, right? So can't go that way. But I can go this way and pick up the rusted key. So inherently that already unlocks a new path. And going down and pick up the plate of flesh. Is there one more thing? No, I don't think there is. There's a repair spray, but I don't see the correct way of getting to it, so it's probably best to just save it and not worry about trying to get it. So now, back down. We can re-equip the auto-injector. Yet again, taking damage is really good for me. Alright, hit me again. Come on. Okay, I'm just gonna... Okay, cool, my controller's vibrating, let's go. Okay. I'll put away the plate of flesh for now. I don't think I have the way to getting to that. So, yeah, from here, just put in another save. Actually, now that I don't have to worry about that room, I think it's a good idea to re-get the pistol and equip it. Be good to have in case of, you know, some corrupted colibris. So, I didn't mention this either, but I have off-screen died six or seven times. I wanted to make sure I was above the required amount, because, you know, that's a good idea. If you're trying to die a number of times to increase a certain stat, good to die more times than just the required amount. So from here, I don't fully remember where it is I need to go exactly. Now that I have the rusted key, there's definitely a place I need to go, but the question is, where exactly do I use the rusted key at? I do, of course, have an idea. Okay, so obviously can't go that way. I'll save again, because yet again, saving is always just safe. I don't think it influences my ending at all. Okay, so I haven't gotten this one down. So it's something, it's sort of an asterisk shape here. If I could get something like that, I'll be able to find out what that is. I know what that puzzle's about, I just don't have the pieces for it yet. So, going through this way, got the rusted key. Yet again, the good faithful of just making enemies hit me a lot. It takes a bit longer now because of having died so many times. Okay, I need to lead them over this way so that I can sort of loop around. Okay. That was a bit of a close call. The 12mm, grenade shells, and a wooden doll. Good to have. And then from here is a bit of a diamond shape. Let me just make up some lines for this. That's good. Can't go this way, of course. So it's all about just going back now. Now, of course, I haven't actually checked the rooms up here. That door's locked, so obviously that means we can't go into it. Can go here. Oh, yeah, I'm out of inventory space. No escape. Even in the darkest depths, the songs of the cosmos can still be heard in the aether. The sound of the stars. So, of course, gotta go back and clear up some inventory space. Gotta get rid of the revolver ammo, the grenade shells. Do I have... I know there's another piece to the doll. Do I have that yet? I do. So let me just put that in, and I think I can combine the two. Yes, okay. Good to have. I know I don't have what I need for that yet, but it's good to just combine those two now. Okay. Can't go that way yet. So, from here, I can now actually pick up the Nitro Express. I can pick up the wedding ring. And I can interact with this. Old-fashioned microphone. There's a strange device under the glass bell. It's hooked up to the microphone. Well, what do we know? Uses a microphone. So from here, we need to find what exactly fits. So we know there must be an infinity symbol, and its symbol, or its the ones you have to press are those 5. So now this is the triangle. The triangle is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. From there is the rhombus, which is 1, 2, 3. It makes like the shape of a K. Then is... that looks to be a sort of... oh, that's the pentagon. That's the pentagon. So that's... oh, I put that in the pentagon. So is this the rhombus? Okay, yeah, I'm going to just draw an arrow and type in switch. Because I messed up my notes a little bit. So then here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then get the asterisk. Oh, that's a cube. I don't have a cube yet. But the cube is just like a plus shape. And then, lastly, the asterisk is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. So now, turn off the radio, run back, and try to take some damage along the way, just like normal, right? Oh, I would have died there if it wasn't for the auto-injector. Good thing I had that. So from here, you see this is the asterisk. Means it's 2, 3, 4, 5. And in here, I'm going to play it a little safe here, because I know I might be remembering this for something else. But if I'm remembering correctly, I need the doll here. Now, I might not have all of the pieces for the doll. We'll have to see. Just run past them, go down here. Okay, well, I was thinking of the wrong place then. Let me go back. I'm at yellow health, so let me take some damage. Okay, that's a good amount of damage, I would say. I'll be so sad if I put in all this work and I don't even I get the same ending again. Okay, so for here, I need the rings. That's what this puzzle is. Now, I don't know if I have all of the rings, but I may. We'll have to see. I'm gonna focus on letting this be regen time. Okay, let's see. The Empress's Hand. Life? Okay. Empress. On the first day, she was crowned. On the longest day, nothing was done. On the next day, she was wed. On the last day, she took her life. Okay. Well, we know we have the Regent's Ring and the Wedding Ring. Select an item to use. So we know that the first one has to be the Regent's Ring on the first day. And then, because, you know, Regent is like royalty. And then we know that the second ring, or we know that on the longest day, which is referring the finger, nothing was done. So on the third day, it's the wedding ring. Which also is fitting, because, you know, weddings, the wedding ring is usually worn on the fourth finger, on the ring finger, as it is called. Alright. So, from here, we have to find the other ring, which, of course, we don't have yet. But there's now, like, 4 or 5 areas that we now know the code for. So, it's not going to be impossible. What I'm going to do in the meantime, real quick, is grab the third auto injector, and I'm going to see if I can find one of the next code doors. I believe one is up this way. And if I go back down, like so, into here we are. This is the triangle. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In here, of course. Oh, this room. I'm going to make a save. That set of rooms is always, like, one of the generally hardest parts of the game for me. I know my history. I know my history with that room. So I'm going to make a tactical run back to the nearest safe room. Put away the doll for now. If I find a place where I need it, I'm gonna find it. I'll put away the flashlight. I don't think I'm gonna need the flashlight for this area. So I'll put the doll back in my inventory. If I'm proven wrong by this, my bad. Go back up. One thing I haven't really talked about specifically about this area is the fact that there's just no map. There's no map in this area at all. So you have to sort of remember this place from memory. And it's sort of impressive that I've been able to still remember even this far. Or like even this long since I last played. Okay. Small wooden doll. I got it. That's what I needed here. Okay. Reason you need that is you combine that of course, with the big doll. And now that's a completed piece of the puzzle, really. So I'm honestly going to try and make my run back in here. See if I can get into this door. I can. I would need the flashlight for this area. Good to know. Well, in that case, I'm going to pick up the flare shells. It's tough because all the enemies are, like, right around there. I would need to, like, sneak my way behind the mina. Okay, I was able to do it. Oh! Let me... Okay. Good to have that. Good to have that just cleared away and not having to worry about that guy anymore. Alina's Diary 4. How long has it been that I'm down here? How did I get here? Where is this place and why am I here? My memories feel so blurry, as if I'd always been here, forever. Even my hair is slowly turning white. I remember my name and I remember my life, but I also remember a different name and a different life. And it feels like the line between her and me is blurring the longer I stay here. The painting is destroyed beyond recognition. The plaque on the frame says Metamorphosis. Pick up the incense, that's good to have. And I'm not going to pick up the grenade shells for now. I'm pretty sure if I remember right, the incense is the main item over here. So we'll definitely be back for this. That guy just ran to me. Okay. So, okay. Well, this looks familiar, doesn't it? This is the, where we need the plates for, but of course, we don't have all of them yet. So, unlocked from the other side. And that brings us down into this room. The Flesh Pit. Hooray! So, of course, get back to the safe room. And I think here, put away the flare shells. I'll keep the doll, because I know I'm going to need it eventually, and probably soon. I just don't remember specifically when. I'm going to keep the incense, because I know where that has to go. I think I could put the pistol away, and in place of the pistol, I'm grabbing the flashlight, because I know I'm going to need it, like, very soon. So, save again. And back out. So, by the time I get to the end, I know I'm definitely going to have 2 points leading towards death. Thanks to the fact that I will definitely have a save time of over 12 hours. I mean, I'm already, like, probably close to an hour away at this point. And as well, I've died enough times. So, use the incense here, and that gives us the Plate of Love. Do these have descriptions? No, it doesn't. Okay. Well, anyway. From here, we can run back. I believe it's up this way? No, that leads us back here. Actually, do I have it in my inventory? Yeah, I do have the doll. I'm going to test my luck with this. Let me make sure I have the flashlight equipped. The serpent ring, okay. Let me try getting the other item here. Shotgun rounds, it's good. Gotta run back. And that's all the items here, so that's good. We cleared that up. And now, just quickly make my way out of this room. And, okay. From here, I'd say we can run back to the save room. And we don't... Oh, no, that's not it. Wait, but what's that over there? I think I missed that. Yeah, I did. Oh, no, this is the journal. Okay. So, just back down this way. I'm sorry if you can hear my sniffling. Okay, we can put away the shotgun rounds. Put away the flashlight again. Okay. Re-equip the auto-injectors. And time to take some damage. One more. One more again. I'd say one more. Yep, my controller's vibrating. We're near death. Okay. And now we know that because it's death, we have to put the serpentine ring here. Or the serpent ring. And that opens up and gives us Plate of Knowledge. So if I remember right, that's already 4 plates. And you know, we need 6 of them. I don't have the place for the doll yet, so I probably haven't unlocked that. So over here, go to the storage. Trying to remember what else. Okay. Let's grab the other plates, first off. Having the other plates will mean that I could just put them in immediately and, you know, not have to worry about that. Hello! Hello! Hi! Yeah, as you can see, I'm just playing through Signalis. It's one of my favorite horror games. Yeah, as I said, I'm just playing Signalis. I'm in the nowhere section, so I getting through pretty easily. I'm doing good myself, though. I'm a little sick, so. Okay, and that's all 4 plates I have right now. I'm gonna run back to the save room again. Probably would be a good idea to bring my pistol back. Or the flashlight. Probably both. Probably both. I'll take the pistol because there's always the chance I can run into more of the Colibris. Yeah, I love horror. A lot of my favorite games are horror games, but Signalis is just something that's so important to me. It's really good. It's such a love letter to survival horror while also being something really unique to itself as well. Okay, so if I remember correctly from here, yeah, there's another locked door. And that's the Pentagon, so I need to remember I mixed those up, so it's... okay, so... Well, I know the full story, but the basic premise, at this point, from what the player would know, is that, you're playing as Elster, this replica who is looking for a woman on the, a base on a far-off planet called Sierpinski, and the entire base is being corrupted, and all of the replica units are turning into these flesh monsters. And now I'm in the second act of the game where it's a place called Nowhere, which is found through a deep mine shaft below Sierpinski. And there's a lot going on. I've always struggled a bit with trying to like describe the plot of games. So I hope what I was able to get across is helpful in some way. It really is. It really is. Okay, this is what I need. Okay. Well, my save file says 11 hours, but I've really only been playing for like 5 because I suppose the endings of Signalis are sort of in a way similar to Silent Hill 2, where it's depending on how you play the game, that can impact what ending you get. Like, it's not specific choices being made, but play style. So, for example, the reason why I just let the game sit for like 5-6 hours is because one of the stats that influences the ending is letting the game or having a save time of longer than 12 hours. And since this is my 3rd time playing the game and I've gotten the same ending twice in a row, I'm actively trying to manipulate how I'm playing the game to lead myself into a new ending. Because I'd love to really see all of the endings at some point. Okay, so the wooden doll. Now I'm able to get back. Now I just have to find where that last plate is. I might be... Yeah, yeah, it's only like $20 though, so it's not like crazy expensive. My PC, not my PC, my old laptop that I used to have, it ran the game terribly. I don't know why. My laptop could run stuff like Baldur's Gate 3 and such, but like it couldn't run Signalis. So when I first played the game both times, I played it on Switch. And I'd say PC is a much better way to go. I'm so glad I'm able to actually play it on my new computer. But because I played it on Switch, I'm so used to controller. Like, I can't play this game with a keyboard. I'm too used to controller. Okay, so this is the flesh maze right here. Signalis, though, is like... I've played a lot of survival horror before Signalis. Like, I'm pretty sure I played Resident Evil 7, the remakes of 2 and 3, Resident Evil 4. Like, I played all of those, and I think even the original Silent Hill before Signalis. But Signalis is what, like, made me get survival horror. One of my favorite things about Signalis, I'm sorry, I'm gushing because, like, this is a game that I care so much about. The original settings of the game, the flashlight takes up an inventory slot. So you have to think, like, okay, do I want to use one of my 6 inventory slots for the flashlight? Or are there more important items? And for me, I love that setting. I love having to consider that. Because there's only ever 6 inventory slots. It's a strict rule from the start to the end of the game. But there were recent updates that changed that. It gave more inventory slots and made it so that the flashlight and I believe the camera module weren't a part of that restriction. And while I understand that it makes it easier for some players, I much prefer it having to consider the flashlight as inventory space. Okay, I remembered this area. So it's the one that looks like the letter K. Okay, so this should lead into the last... Okay. I'm gonna grab the flashlight. I'm gonna need it. I suppose, yeah. What's weird is that I'm, like, so used to games like these, but then, like, the inventory management is something I don't like about the original Resident Evil, though I do need to give that another try. How long I've been streaming? Probably... Okay, well, I started... My first stream was back in January when I played Doom. But that was more of, like, a prototype stream, because I wanted to, like, feel what it was like. And then I had to focus on my classes for the next, like, 3-4 months. So, I've started, like, fully streaming about a week and a half ago, I want to say. I try to stream, 3 days a week if I can. So I streamed yesterday because 512 is, like, an important number for Signalis, and I wanted that sort of symbolism. So where was I? I need the flashlight. I'm gonna put the pistol away for now. Take the flashlight. I'm gonna save because I've made a good amount of progress. Yeah. I'm hoping to try and, like, keep up 3 streams a week as, like, a consistent schedule, but I know I try to stream around the same time, 5 p.m. every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Of course, you know, today it's Tuesday, I'm streaming Signalis. I'm looking to stream Deltarune, Chapter 1 and 2. I'm probably not going to beat them, or beat both of them, but I'll at least try to beat Chapter 1 on Thursday. And then I'm looking to play Fire Emblem The Sacred Stones on Saturday, since it was added to NSO, and yeah, I'm working my hardest. Though in, like, a month's time, like a month and I think a week, I want to say, maybe a little less than a week. No, I haven't. I don't have a PlayStation at all, and the PC versions are pretty pricey. Currently, the only money I have that I can spend on games, I'm currently saving for Deltarune Chapter 3 and 4, and then Somnium Files in July. I'd like to try them out because I hear endless praise about Last of Us Part 1, and I love controversy, so I want to, like, understand the controversy about Last of Us 2, and I want to see how that comes about, I suppose is the best word for it. Games with an interesting history are always, like, I love stuff like that. Even if the games aren't mechanically good. Yeah, I really want to try Last of Us Part 1 at least. Big thing is money. That's the big thing. Where was I? Okay, yeah. Need to just keep moving forward. Okay, Plate of Sacrifice. And now, it's perfectly fine if I take damage. In fact, that's kind of what I'm going for. Another one of the stats that can influence the ending is taking damage. Then the more damage I take, the better. Okay, so here I am, back here. Flashlight. Okay, this game has 3 endings in the base game. I've gotten... Oh, I still haven't removed my alarms for when class started, so that just went off, and I felt my phone vibrate on my lap. Signalis has 3 endings. Both of the times I've played the game, I got in the memory ending, which is apparently one of the hardest ones, the harder one to get, and somehow I just got it both times. I'm trying to specifically go for the promise ending. And one of the stats that influences the promise ending is killing enemies. But for me, I like to save my resources as much as possible. So killing enemies is a little difficult for me. So I'm focusing on playtime, regenning health, taking damage, dying, and near-death saves. That's another stat. Which is why I have the auto-injectors at all times. Because those, if one activates, that counts for a near-death save. Since I'm having 3... That is true. Working smarter is great. Progress saved. I love the save screen. It took me till after Signalis to actually play like Silent Hill 2 and Silent Hill 3. So seeing where the save screen like gets its inspiration from is really cool to me. I also love it saying you'll regret this later if you don't save. But I'm pretty sure if I remember right, I'm right about to get to the end of nowhere. So I don't need to worry about saving for now, at least. So hop in the Plate of Sacrifice. I do, but I try to keep my personal and stream lives a little separate unless the time arises. I mean, I'll share personal anecdotes, but like I'm not going to divulge crazy information. If I think that makes sense. Okay. Now, oh, we're at the gate. We're at the red gate. It's impossible to move on. I have been here so many times, but I've never returned. The commander never spoke about what she saw out there. I'm sure whatever it was what made her fall sick. Something about her changed when she returned. She was no longer our beloved leader, Falk. What waits beyond the threshold? It doesn't matter. Oh, this music! Oh! I'm sorry, it's all rushing back to me right now. Beyond the gate, emptiness. Oh. I want to share a fun tidbit when it happens, but I realized something. Oh, yeah. No, I know. Not a bot. Unlike Signalis, where there's a lot of bots. Okay. There's a little tidbit I want to share that's coming up soon, because I watched a movie a couple months ago, and I realized something that Signalis, like, very clearly references. Oh, this game. This is such a cool game. I have my socials in my description if you want any contact. I'm not gonna like give away my Discord immediately. Um, maybe in the future. I don't know. I silly thing, but I have like my streams already planned for the rest of the week. Wait, I already mentioned that. I already said specifically what it was. Since I'm still like new to all this, I don't know how well I do with collabs, you know. Also, Ghost in the Shell reference. I swear that one shot of Elster's arm getting ripped off, it has to be directly taken from Ghost in the Shell. I'm super confident in that. Oh, this game. Oh, Signalis. I love this game. Awesome. Thank you. Yeah, that sure is the end, all right. Well, listen, I've already played this game. I'm already in the know. I'm already in the know. I'm already in the know. I keep saying it. I keep saying it. So, from here, oh, I love this. And then just begin again. I love this so much. Just, oh, Signalis is such a genius game. And like, and then it's just like the opening of the game. Like, it just seems like, you know, then you realize one simple difference. He has a little hat on. Oh, the game's not over. Lower deck heating system has been acting up a bit lately. I don't need to fix this right now. Oh, I need to remember where exactly it is I need to go. Operation Penrose. Pride of the Yuzon Nation. Space vessel type Penrose. People's Navy. The stern observation window. Nothing to see but stars. Oh, this game. I swear, everything after the nowhere section is just, like, amazing. I love the Colibris. The Colibris are, like, they're probably my favorite replica unit. I just think I'm very amused by the fan art of the Colibris and how silly people draw them. Okay, so that's locked. Ariana's note. Running out of ochre paint. Elster laughed when I told her. Now I have to mix it myself. So annoying. I still haven't read a whole bunch of these manuals. I feel like they gave me enough to read for the rest of my life. Most of them are boring technical manuals anyway. They could have given us more films to watch instead. Half of them are war films, which Elster doesn't like, and the other half are kitschy propaganda dramas. Alright, if I remember, is it up this way that there's like... Yeah, there's this specific note right here. Inspect LST replica calibration, inspect mainframe access, inspect flight controls, coolant, injection pipes, emergency cryogenic, and report to Gestalt Scout Officer. Okay. Reactor's coolant injection system, no leaks. Okay, where do I have to inspect here? Yes, I agree so much. Oh, thank you for the follow as well. I love this game so much. Oh, and just I I I don't know if you were here when I was talking about this, but I'm trying to go specifically for the promise ending because both times before I've played this game, I've gotten memory. Uh, and I'm actively trying to like hope. Oh, thank you for the follow as well. I'll share as well. I'm just using the generic sound effects for the follow notification. I'm not really much of a sound designer, so I can't really think of anything specific to do for that. Penrose Emergency Procedures, Appendix H. Based on data from previous long-range survey missions, salvaging the replica technician for sustenance is not recommended. Oh! 3 for 3! Thank you as well. Is not recommended, even in extreme circumstances. Replica biocomponents. Yeah, I've been like taking so much damage. Just actively letting enemies walk into me just to take damage because I know damage is a part of what gets to the promise ending. Replica biocomponents can cause various health problems when ingested. It may look and taste like ordinary flesh, but bioengineered tissue may cause more harm than good when eaten in an emergency situation. Oxidant may look like blood, but it's indigestible to gestalts. It should also be considered that Pioneer replicas statistically have an 860% greater survivability than Gestalt Pioneer officers. For the sake of a successful mission, keeping the replica operational rather than prolonging your own suffering may be preferable. By our calculations, 1500. That is basically what I've been doing. 1500 cycles of mission time will have passed when you receive this message. Congratulations, comrade! By now you should have become fully acclimatized to your new life on board your ship. As you approach the Oort Cloud, your search for new worlds will begin. Utilizing the long-range sensors, you will scout for valuable resources, habitable worlds, or signs of alien life. Remember to rely on your replica to assist you in maintaining your vessel. We all wish you great success in your mission. So I know I have to start inspecting some stuff. Will the note update? Because that'll make things a little bit easier. Nope, that's the... I had the radio. Which one is what I'm looking for? Oh, it was this. Oh, I never have actually checked the radio for this section. Oh. Oh. I think after I get the other two endings as well, I'm not going to stream the other ending. I'm focusing... Oh. What was that? I also want to try to get, like, the New Game Plus ending specifically that requires getting... I don't remember what they're called. Oh. 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 Thank you for pointing this out to me. I've never noticed this. Is this different? Oh, Penrose 512. Okay, I think that's everything here. So I have to inspect something over here. Chip's control panel, all systems nominal. Alright, have fun with whatever you're doing. Okay, if I remember correctly, I have to inspect over here. Alright. Gotta remember the rest of what I need to look at. Nope. Okay, inspect the cryogenic unit. Oh. Oh. Okay, just inspect here. So now that should be the complete checklist. So now I can speak with Ariane. Cargo. Is it up this way? Oh, there's still one door I haven't even looked at. Don't know how I missed that. Elster, you're up. Oh. I missed you. I missed you too. Ah, it's our 3000 cycle anniversary. We'll be getting the updated mission parameters later, so I thought it'd be nice to celebrate. Wait, let me put on some music. Oh, oh. Oh, and there's something like so impactful to it, because like one of the notes about the Elster units is that you're not supposed to let them like listen to music or watch war movies. Oh, oh. Oh. I still haven't figured out if these are codes for specific things. The island. Oh. Oh. Lost another tooth. There was so much blood, my hands were shaking. Yeah. Why is my hair falling out? I can't sleep. I just want to sleep. Please just let me sleep. Wires a key. promise. I'll do anything. I've taken what I needed. The note is gone. Oh, no, the note... Oh. Please, just make it stop. Please. I can't stop now. Keep going? I don't know. I don't know about the King in Yellow specifically. I know about the Isle of the Dead. I've looked into that. And when I played Animal Crossing, New Horizons, I found that island as one of the paintings in the game, and I got scared. Because I associate that painting too much with Signalis. But yeah, I don't know much about the King in Yellow specifically. Those who sing the same song have heard it in their dream. A dark tone at the edge of hearing, a silent voice whispering to my heart. Come join us. Together we will be eternal. There is no escape. We'll be one. But I fear the dark sea that will swallow me. Something old, far older than humanity, sleeps deep below the ground. Those of us who can, hear its call in the night, an invitation, an ocean of memories where I ends and we begin. Great holes secretly are digged where Earth's pores ought to suffice. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, I probably have seen it a lot. I imagine even this game uses some of those paintings in, like, that scene earlier where it was showing off so many different versions of a painting. And things have learnt to walk that ought to crawl. We should have never left the primordial soup. Only through death can I escape. The call of the one who rules above all life. I remember back in the previous section where you're allowed to walk this area. I think it's that little indent right there. I never had the time to actually walk through it. Kill me, kill me, kill me. I'm not going to say it over and over and over again. Pretty sure it's this little cave indent right here. Oh, yeah, I knew about it being a Lovecraft line, but I haven't read the work specifically. I swear I remember back in the section where you're here before, there was like a hand back there. Anyway, just back to this boat. I also imagine Ghost in the Shell probably has a Gestaltzerfall. Ghost in the Shell probably has a good amount of influence on Signalis, because there's a scene that literally it feels like it replicates a specific shot of Ghost in the Shell, like one for one. Something has changed. Yeah, in that same scene. Oh, it's so funny that I played this game before, like, watching any of those. I watched Ghost in the Shell, like, January of this year, and Evangelion was, like, 2 years ago. Not 2 years. Okay, it was 2020... what? No, I think I did play Evangelion, or I did watch Evangelion first. My My wires got... No, okay, okay. My wires are getting crossed. I played Signalis first in 2023, and then started Evangelion like a couple weeks after that. And I know I finished Evangelion on my birthday. That was a fun little coinky-dink there. I I just said coinky-dink. That's... Okay, so this is just same line. Yeah, they don't have to worry about inventory either, so there's probably not enemies to worry about. Oh, the music here is spectacular. I love all the growing flesh. Oh. Save room. Have I gotten past 12 hours yet? Yeah. Truly. I can't wait to get to Falk. Falk is one of my favorite characters in this just entire game. Okay. I'm going to grab my flashlight, the auto injectors, and the pistol. That's probably good. Alright. I assume I wouldn't have to open that again. Or maybe I would. Let me try it. Okay, so I do have to do some of the similar events again. So I'll put the flashlight away for now. I'll risk not having a light. Perfectly fine with taking damage, just... Oh. I can just run past them. You know what? That's probably gonna get me to the final section, so I'm just gonna let this happen. I don't know how the game measures damage, but I know I need like 1900 damage taken. So I'm waiting for my controller to start vibrating. That's when I know to press the button to just move up. Okay, there we go. There's a hole in the ground. It looks like I can drop down safely. Drop down the hole. You've changed. Yeah, for me, I'm actively... Oh, I gotta let this theme play. It's like everything was taken apart, put back together by someone who doesn't understand how it works. I wear no mask. Perhaps this is hell. I love these lines. And now, rot front. It's funny that, like, the promise ending comes from, like, dying a lot, taking a lot of damage, not really healing, just letting, like, the regen come about, and, like, taking long to play the game. And yet here I am, actively going out of my way to die, to take damage. Because specifically, I'm going for the promise ending. Okay, if I remember right, I go this way and then just up this room. Okay, not the save room I was thinking of, but... Oh, here's the submachine gun. Okay, so that's a computer. I don't think I have access to that yet. Here's the save room. Here was what I was looking for. I'll put away the pistol for now, and I'll bring the flashlight. Probably a good idea to have. Thermite flare. I feel like every time I play this game, I look at that mug and think it's an item I can pick up. It stands out too much, at least for my eyes. Oh. One thing I misremembered is I misremembered when Cigarette Wife plays. I forgot Cigarette Wife was in between that moment of chapter, like in between the Sierpinski and the Rotfred sections of this chapter. I thought it was back on the elevator when you're going down to the mines. What's so nice is that I have a map again. Okay. I was able to get those grenade shells. That's good. I need to decide who to... Yeah, that's true. There's a thing I do on the side for fun where for every game I beat, I try to draw a character from it. Mainly because I think that's a fun idea, and also it keeps me drawing, which is something I need to keep up drawing. And last year when I replayed Signalis, I drew Elster. Looks like there's a playing card embedded in the paint of the painting. Okay, so yeah, I need the paint thinner for that. But since I drew Elster last year, I'm stuck really deciding whether or not I want to draw Falk or Ariane. Oh, let me look back. Let me look back. I didn't get a... I only took like a quick glance. Can't really get a good examination of it, but there are a lot of books there. Needs the key. Oh, of course it's room 512. Okay, flashlight. Now, if I remember correctly... Developing tank. Good. That is for taking photographs. I remember when I first played Signalis, I missed the developing tank, so I was lost for a good, 10-20 minutes because I had no idea what I was missing. And because of that, now every time I play this game, I remember completely where that item is. Okay, I have 2 inventory slots, so I don't want to just grab ammo for now. There's a picture of Magpie on the box. Speaker. I don't have the code for that yet, or I don't have the radio code for that. Oh, hello. Thank you for the follow. Teacher's evaluation. The girl, without a doubt, is remarkably odd. Not much. As it should be seen, I'm just playing Signalis. The girl, without a doubt, is remarkably odd, certainly due to her being raised solely by her mother, rather than by a community of good people overseen by a block warden, as is normal these days. Her obsession with paintings, music, and other such nonsense was clearly implanted during her time living in the mountains on that desolate radio outpost. And surely, her friendship with those Venetan-born Ito sisters also exposed her to some of the questionable literature that is illegally sold in their parents' bookstore. She does not seem to understand that these distractions are no longer acceptable, now that she must partake in the society of our nation like anyone else. Personally, I can only hope military service will beat those frivolous ideas out of her, in a way that this school has failed to do so far. Uh, Survival horror, I think, is the best way of describing it. It's akin to Resident Evil, Silent Hill, especially, the first three. It has the very strict inventory system of early Resident Evils. Well, I am gonna read that once I get to the safe room. I wouldn't say it's like I wouldn't say it's like scariest game ever made, but it like, yeah, disturbing is much more of a better word. It's very much survival horror in the genres that survival horror is. This game, like, as I described, it plays a lot like Silent Hill and Resident Evil. It's a horror setting. It's difficult because horror as a genre is so interesting, because horror can be a setting as much as it is a feeling. Like, feeling scared and being in a scary location, I feel like it's sort of two different things. Like, a lot of my favorite horror stuff doesn't really scare me. I can get, like, caught off guard by Signalis sometimes, but I wouldn't say I'm scared by it. But I love it as a horror game. My favorite movie, one of my favorite horror movies, my favorite horror movie in general, is the original The Blair Witch Project. And it doesn't scare me, but seeing the people on screen be terrified by their circumstances, it's such, like, just a powerful film. I try my best with. I feel it wrong of me to try and judge a horror game by how scary it is. Oh, I love both of those movies. I saw Texas Chainsaw like a year or two ago, and a couple months ago I watched through all of the Saw movies. Uh, and Saw as a franchise is a bumpy ride, to say the least. Okay, I didn't check that room. There's the other rooms down here, so I'll check those first. I'd like to see the new Final Destination at some point, but I'm not sure if I'd go out of my way to see it in theaters. I'll probably wait for like a streaming or DVD release. Big thing is I don't really have like good transportation in the first place, so I don't want to like spend money going on a bus to go to a movie theater that's like 40 minutes away, see a movie, and spend what is basically spending my whole day strictly for the Final Destination. I think one of the only movies I did that for in recent times is Godzilla -1 back in... Did I see... No! I'm misremembering. While I did see Godzilla -1 in theaters, I watched the more recent Godzilla X Kong, in theaters as well. Because I don't... Unlike my socials, I think I'm pretty clear on this. I'm a big kaiju head. I love Gamera. I love Godzilla. I've even seen the Mothra trilogy for as mixed of movies they were. I want to watch the other like Toho made Godzilla movie, or not Godzilla, kaiju movies at some point. Like I haven't seen the Gargantuans, I believe it's called. Unlocks from the other side, good to know. Oh. We'll get that way eventually. Yeah, I've been watching just a lot of movies this year. I've actively been trying to watch a movie every day because there's a lot of movies I haven't seen. The biggest one is I've now seen every James Bond movie because I decided to do that for some reason. Also, yeah, I need to actually read the thing about Sector C. Yeah, yeah. The bioresonance stuff is so interesting in this game. Okay, if I remember correctly, hand wheel. Oh, the fire wasn't completely gone yet. Pick up the acetone. Okay, now that I have the acetone, if I remember correctly, I think, keeping on the topic of movies, since I'm still thinking about that, this year, I think my favorite movie that I've seen so far is probably The Lighthouse. I love Robert Eggers' work. I've seen both The Witch and his remake of Nosferatu, and they're spectacular films. But I love the sense of isolation and growing paranoia that's in The Lighthouse. Use the acetone, and that gets me the first of the cards. The Lovers. Oh, and that being the painting. Oh, that's so good. I'll repeat again since I haven't said this in a while. I am a little bit... I'm a little sick today, so I'll be sniffing. The Lovers. Oh, let me check my deck. I do have a tarot deck. Oh, it's right there. It's right there on screen. It's 6. I was fully, completely ready to pull out my tarot deck. But it says right there, it's the 6th. Wait, is that right? Oh my god, it is. It is rule of 6. Yet again, I'm kind of sad that they made settings that makes the flashlight and the camera module not a part of the inventory and can be held even if you have 6 other items. I don't really like that setting because I love how strict the original settings are. It's also what I'm used to. I imagine I wouldn't be saying this if I had played with the new settings. But at the same time, I feel like that strict of settings is what made me better understand survival horror. And it makes me want to give the original Resident Evil another shot. Well, the Resident Evil remake, the GameCube one. Because when I played it before, I struggled with how minimal the inventory management is. But I feel like now that I have a better grasp of how limited an inventory can be, like with Signalis, I probably would better vibe with it. Okay, anyway, I need to put this here. Let me re-equip the auto-injectors. Yeah, it's funny because, like, I think this is... I try to use this word carefully because I know I've seen a lot of misuses for it, but the rule of 6 as an inventory system is, like, actually diegetic to the world itself, which is such, like, a genius little bit. It also, the new inventory system allowing you, like, 8 inventory slots, because I know that's an option, entirely takes away the rule of 6, which is kind of unfortunate. If I remember right, now I can go up here. I haven't seen past this area just yet. Stun prod. I'm not gonna jump down just yet. I really care about, like, certain aspects of game mechanics. One of like my biggest issues with, like, I'll admit I'm someone who typically plays on easy because I don't really, difficulty doesn't really appeal to me all that much. But one of my biggest pet peeves is specifically when, like, the easy mode of games is, like, cheating in a sense. That feels unfair to say, but it's like when I played No More Heroes 3 back 2 years ago, nearly. The easy mode of the game basically had it to where you would dodge every hit or dodge every attack that would hit you. And that felt super unfair. It's the only No More Heroes I've actually played not on easy mode, because easy mode just, like, makes it so that you can't really die. On the other hand, what is it? Another game that comes to mind. I need to replay it because I use backlog to log my games, and I review games for fun. I could type, like, 1,000-word essays just about games because I've gotten so good at it. In the book, the number 6 is connected early on to the sculpture of the Fates. Oh. Yeah, that's so interesting. Thank you for, like, teaching me about all this stuff. It's always fun to learn more about a game the further you play it, or, like, on further replays. I'm I don't have this, like, fully scheduled because I schedule, like, once a week for what the week is going to be. But what is it? I want to replay the Hello Charlotte games because replaying them and seeing other people play them, I come up with new realizations every time. Oh, yeah, yeah. And there is that sort... There's a sort of triangle, in a way, between Elster, Falk, and Ariane, at least to me. So maybe that's because I've seen too much ship art. Okay, where was I? Select an item to use, the blue disc. Blue diskette. Okay. Now I need to remember specifically how I do this. Postbox. Okay, store keys. Careful. Oh, 6 to 12. There's 6 again. Bookstore keys. I think this is the one I need. Last 6 digits of their PKZ numbers. I don't have the PKZ number stuff yet because that's the other cartridge. I remember that. But just gonna write that down to remember. Oh yeah, I can just download all of these. I love the little Elster that's right there. I know yesterday there was like a fan animation for Signalis that dropped, but I'm kind of waiting to finish my replay of it to get back to that. Okay, I need to remember which one we're at. I know I remember what this is for. Needs to be Magpie. Okay. If I remember correctly, I think it has to be one where... Okay. Let me look at that note again, because the note's probably the instructions, and I... Only a limited number of antennas with greater power. To determine which antennas are currently powered, use the antenna program to triangulate the correct antenna. Take note of the antenna where the test signal can be heard on both dishes. The transmit program, enter the antenna number and select the correct sound file to broadcast. Okay. Antenna. Okay. Oh, that would be cool. Oh wait, I'm remembering what I have to do now. Let me get all the way back up to 210. At least I think I remember what I'm doing. It's been over a year. The last time I played this game was January of 2024. So I'm a little rusty, but that's why I waited so long. Okay. Okay, so now I go 125. Yeah, I'm remembering this puzzle. Okay, it's down this way, then. Okay, it's 43. So now from here, transmit 43, send. So now I should be able to... Interesting that it... Did I not have it set to Magpie? Oh, I did. I'll turn that off for now because I need to run all the way back up to... Where is it again? The Magpie box. Okay. I remember where to get... how to get there. Oh, there's flesh. I love the detail that, like, as you make further progress in this area, the more fleshy it becomes. especially as it, like, blocks off your areas of progression. Alright. I usually try to stream for about 4 hours if I can. And I honestly don't know if I'll beat this game before or after the 4-hour mark. So, I mean, regardless, I'm not going to stop until I beat the game. That's something I've planned out. Oh, there it is. Pick up the store key. Pick up the star. It's so crazy that, like, the magpie is specifically, like, on the note for Elster. Yeah. Whenever I talk about this game, even though that the Rotfront section is basically the front, or the most of, or, like, basically what Chapter 3 is, I typically refer to it as Chapter 4 because of how long the Sierpinski section is. That pretty much takes up, like, half of the game, I would say. I mean, I played for about 3.5 hours, or, yeah, 3.5 hours yesterday, and I did pretty much all of the Sierpinski stuff, and I stopped right at the first save of nowhere. Okay, so I need to find the save room, so I can actually go through the apartment this time. It unlocks from the other side. Does this unlock? Okay, so that also unlocks from the other side. So now I can go down this way instead. Okay. True. I would love for, like, DLC, but at the same time, I feel like this game doesn't need it at the same time. This game is... I would say that this is a perfect game. If it has any DLC at all, I kind of want it to be a separate storyline. I don't want them to mess with anything about Elster or Ariane. Maybe something about, like, just one of the replicas trying to get out. But that would be probably too simple. I could see them doing something with that, maybe. Hard to say. But I always worry about, like, DLCs and sequels because, like, something like Signalis I think is so perfect on its own. I should now be past 12 hours. So, with the inclusion of the fact that I have played over 12 hours, I have died 7 times off screen purposefully, I should now have at least 2 points towards the death ending, which is Promise. Okay. Let's see, from here I could go to the meat grinder. I don't have the key for the atrium. I can't unlock that, also can't unlock that. So yeah, good. The next thing to do is probably this way. That requires the 6 numbers of the PKZ. Unlocks from the other side. Okay, so it wasn't this way. So it's time for the meat grinder. Right, just up this way. Meat grinder appears to be broken. Done. If I remember right, there's no items in here. We grab the flashlight. Oh, there's the tower. Millions starve as Imperial blockade continues. Due to the ongoing transit of Kitez, ration shipments to Veneta have been disrupted by Imperial forces again. Millions of Yusan citizens must starve for yet another month as Imperial missile frigates in Kitez orbit critically damaged one of our humanitarian convoys on their way to Veneta, sending diplomatic efforts with the Empire into another crisis. The orbit of Kitez will continue to block free travel between Veneta, Rotfront, and Heimat for another 8 seasons, which leaves our liberation troops on Veneta stranded on the desolate ocean world with minimal support. Convoys will continue to be sent despite the Imperial blockade. Only through perseverance can we rebuild what remains of Veneta. Okay. I don't think there's any other oh, the teeth. I don't think there's any other items here. I can turn on the flashlight again just to check. Re-equip the auto-injectors. A bit bad of me not to have the gun right now. I'll try to just get out of this room as quickly as possible. Okay. So how close am I? Oh, I'm not anywhere close, actually. The developer fluid, I'll take that. People's Army 5th Venetan Infantry Division, Unit 12. Fukuyama Burgit, Wong Anna, Ito Lilith, Liang Rebecca, I feel bad that I don't know how to pronounce that, Elise, Park Notburga, Seo Alina, Wong Helena. Okay. Okay. Brew! Okay, that is something I don't have yet. Okay, if I remember correctly, I can go back up this way, and this leads me back to the starting area. Unlock the door, yes. So, now I'm back here. Okay, and then put the tower in the developing fluid. Actually, I'm gonna see... I don't fully remember. I'm pretty sure the photo tank and the developer fluid are connected. So I'm just gonna combine those. Yep. I remembered correctly. Gonna save. Then I'm going to grab the pistol. I need it. Alright. Back down the way I came. And then I believe, now that I have the picture, use the photograph, that gives the sun alongside leaving. I've been found out. I'm sure the white-haired girl working at the photo store in Sector C is bioresonant. Be careful. They don't pay me enough to take any more risks. I am on the next ship to Kitez tomorrow. Meet me at the docks in Sector N if you want to bail too. Sun. Okay, so what's my inventory looking like right now? Okay. I'll at least get rid of the corrupted Colibri unit, because I know that'll make life a little bit easier. $157. Okay. So it's these two doors back here. Oh, safe room. If I knew about this room, I wouldn't have to run all the way back. Okay, so how many of the tarot do I have right now? I think I have 4? 3 or 4? I have 4. Lovers, Tower, Star, and Sun. If it's like both of the previous sections, if I'm remembering correctly on that, I need 6 of them. Okay. Got some more ammo. No, I've not been using the revolver at all. Make another save. Door's locked. Okay. With the computer there specifically, let me see. I'm not picking up on anything, so I might just be unaware. Oh, okay. I'll check that out. Door below. I bet it's gonna be Ariane. I have a feeling because of the stark red. Nothing's popping up just yet. There is that little flicker that happens, but... that's how it can happen. I've had that happen to me before, stuff like that. I was watching a friend play Signalis before this because it was their first time playing, and it's a game that's important to me, so of course I'd want to watch it. They figured out the astrolabe puzzle without even knowing about the posters, and that's just crazy to me because they just somehow guessed which planets the symbols represented. Oh! Well, it's funny that you say that and explain it right as it happens. I love when timing happens like that. Okay, let me see. Fire escape. So yeah, I can go this way now. Okay, where are some doors that I know are locked? Also, what is the key specific? Oh, it's the room 512 key. Okay, I know where to go then. if I remember right, and I'd only say it's a 50-50 chance if I'm right. The room 512 is, I think, where you have to use the tarot. Yeah, it is the tarot card room. Okay. Buyan, Heimat, Janetta, Rockfront, Lang, and Kitez. Okay. Okay. I remember this puzzle. The knights represent the tarot, so 6 is Kitez, and that's lovers. $13. Well, I know what 13 is immediately. 13 is Lang, and that represents death. 16, I believe, is, as it talks about falling from the skyscraper, that's the tower. So Veneta is the tower. 18 is the moon. So 18, Rotfront, which is the moon. 19, I believe, is the sun, if I remember my tarot correctly. So Boyan is the sun. And then, oh, that's it. There are only 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. But there's 6 over here. So if I have to assume, knowing my vague history with tarot, the elemental key door in the medical floor, there was a symbol Boyan for the oh, yeah. I realized it this time around as well. This same puzzle is the main, like, big puzzle of the Sierpinski, Nowhere, and here are all sort of the same puzzle. But it's that sort of, it's the symbolism, I think, of it. Okay. So, that's a door I still can't open. I don't have the information for the keypad. I think the correct answer is to go back to the fire escape and continue from there. That means running back down. I'm so glad this area hasn't become flesh yet. Yeah. I don't have my gun. Let me just have it to 92. It'll probably change when I'm back, but if I can have it just on 92 immediately, that might be a little more convenient. Oh yeah, and this brings me right to the save room. Okay. Yeah, see, I had a feeling it would change immediately. So 233. Alright. Alright, I'll just pick up those items later. Alright, let's see. Okay. Pareidolia, that is the, seeing faces and things that don't have to know that. Oh, I don't have whatever that's for just yet. Okay. Bioresonance technology and its limitations. No other technology has shaped our nation as bioresonance has. Would we ever have been able to free ourselves from the stranglehold of the Empire without the support of replicas? Essential technologies like climaforming and induced gravity would be impossible without bioresonance technology. Despite that, it feels like we made little effort to really understand or replicate bioresonant effects with conventional technology. Our progress in the development of electronics and microprocessors has stagnated for nearly a century now as we focus solely on new ways to instrumentalize this barely understood phenomenon. Take replica production, for example. The process of duplicating a neural pattern from a Gestalt donor to a replica brain is still not fully understood. How does synchronicity happen? Why is the duplicate imperfect? What happens to pre-existing patterns in the receiving brain? Recreating a replica purely with microprocessors and digital programming may be far out of reach, but I believe that we've become overly dependent on a poorly understood technology controlled solely by a few gifted individuals. It may not be long before we're back where we were under the Empire. Okay. If I remember correctly, A-E-O-N. Aeon. A-E-O-N. Perfect. And that gives the moon. As long as I have the auto injectors set, I should at least be some form of safe. Okay, the red disc. I won't pick up the repair patches. I have enough in my inventory already. Okay, one more room here to check out. So now I gotta run all the way back to... Where is it again? I gotta run all the way back to the computer, like, room. Put the moon away for now. I can put the pistol away for now. And I will make a dash over to where the computer room is. Hopefully there's not flesh here. Alright. Oh! I didn't even consider that. Okay. Select an item, the red disc. Okay. While there are a lot of names, I specifically need one of the Itos. Their names are the same. It is 5, or their numbers are the same. 560524. There is a lot of info here. Like, there's even Ariane. So interesting that there's, like, faces you would never see otherwise just here. Like, hey, maybe if there is DLC, it would focus on these characters that only appear in here. Yeah, one of the very few men in this game. Alright. I will make a save here because I've made quite a bit of progress. Very much does so. So now that I have the code, I can run all the way back to the store. But I very much imagine, now that I've gotten the red disc and put it in, the faster way is probably... Oh, it's not locked off by flesh. I was very much expecting it to be. Okay, so it's 5... Oh. 5, 6, 0, 5, 2, 4... Enter. Easy. Go through here. Readable book. Song of the Gods. Possession and distribution of this publication is prohibited and punishable by the 4th Cultural Protection Act. There exists a connection between all of us that few are fully aware of. A song that we all dance to, but few can hear. This deep vibration of the cosmos cannot just be heard and felt. We all resonate in harmony with it, shaping it, deforming it around us. Those select few who can consciously perceive it often fear it. Too oppressive is the sound of the stars, too invasive the noise of the unaware around them, polluting the song with their fickle emotions. But every once in a while, some are born that can not only hear and play this music of the worlds, but who can conduct it. Gifted individuals capable of manipulating the essence of the world around them. Many believe that the Grand Empress is such a being. Her immense will bent humanity into the empire of Yusan and lifted us to the stars. It was her power that imbued life into the first of the machine servants that now carry the weight of the empire on their carbon steel backs. Oh, I forgot that this was happening so soon. I couldn't find her. I've looked everywhere, but she's not here anymore. I can't go on. I'm sorry. Forgive me. Pick up a death. Resonant phenomena. Synchronicity. Phenomena that are meaningful, related, yet lack a causal connection. We've yet to discover the true source of the ability of the mind to alter the physical world. Yet, creating physical phenomena remotely simply by consciously or unconsciously willing them into existence forms the basis for the entire field of bioresonance technology. Before the advent of bioresonance technology, causal correlations were often falsely interpreted simply as chance. Many phenomena such as remote viewing, doppelgangers, or the Pauli effect have since been classified as synchronistic phenomena related to bioresonant effects. The world we live in would be impossible without bioresonance, but its origins remain unclear. It was truly a divine gift from outer space, as the late Empress claimed. Why was she defeated by our great revolutionary, who had no such divine powers? Oh, I can't carry another auto-injector. Unlock the door. Now... Oh, it's flesh time. Oh, this dropped. The light wall above has been consumed by the mass of meat, releasing some debris that was caught in the nets above. Pick up the dial ring. Okay. Isa's actual name is Isolde, sometimes pronounced Isolt, which translates to she who is gazed upon. Right before the place of her death is a line from Gothis Prometheus. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to make a risky play. Going to take out all of the items in my inventory and only carry the cards. Gonna make a save beforehand, so in case I die, I'm not losing like a whole lot of progress. As long as there's not meat in the way, it shouldn't be a long trek back. Okay, yeah, it wasn't too dangerous. So, Heimat is... it'd be the star. Yan is... to get that right, that is the sun. Itez is the lovers. What was Lang is death. Veneta is the tower. And Rotfront is the moon. Flip the switch. Alright, and I'm gonna have to make sure I write these down. So, Buyan is like a fully circled in... a fully, like, build out moon. Rockfront is like a, the opposite. Or maybe Buyan is supposed... I think Buyan is the full moon. And then I think Rotfront is the new moon. Then Kitez is sort of like that. If it isn't clear, I'm like doing a little doodle of these moons so that I remember. Okay, and then power, sort of like this. And then lastly is, I don't have Heimat like along with the others because the journal didn't talk about Heimat. But Heimat is, looks to be the same as Veneta. Okay, got that written down. Okay, I should be nearing the end. I think this is the last major puzzle. Maybe. Alright. Now to get what I think is the necessary items for now, which are the flashlight, the auto-injector, and the pistol. Alright. Save up. Hopefully I should have enough points leading to the promise ending that I am locked into that at this point. Oh wait, I also need that one ring. I don't have that. Where is it? There it is. I bet I probably could have just selected left and it would have taken me to the end of the box, but I just didn't think of it. Okay. Which one is missing it? I swear one of these. But anyway. Yawn. I believe that's... I'm going to try this. Veneta is... Okay, well now I know what it has to be. So Veneta's like that? Yeah, it has to be. The Bouillon... No, Bouillon is still this. Itez is like that. Rot Front. Okay, Rot Front's the one that needed the dial ring. Heimat is like this. And Lang is like so. There we go. And back in this tunnel. Can't do that because this is a fresh save and not a New Game Plus save. The last seal has been broken. It's time to go home. Pick up the King in Yellow. Oh. The repair spray. Oh, all my items were just sent to the inventory. Auntie's note. Ariane, I left some of yesterday's dinner in the fridge for you. Warm it up when you get back from school. Please pick up your books. Please pick up the books your uncle ordered from the Ito bookstore on your way home. Remember to leave some space in your school bag for them this time so they don't get wet. 10mm. Workforce assignment for young Ariane. We have been informed that your compulsory military service period was recently completed. According to our files, you have previously graduated from Mandelbrot Polytechnical High School in Rotfront Sector C on R34.59C, and have recently submitted an application for a military service assignment, Penrose program. You have been processed by Aeon Workforce Assignment, previous work experience, or clerk, compulsory military service, long-range radio operations officer training. Should you not be accepted by a military service program by the end of the season or find other employment, you will be assigned the following workplace: S23 Sierpinski Production and Mining Facility on Lang. Letter from Mother. My dearest Ariane, I'm so glad to hear you're feeling better again. I was worried when I heard from your aunt that you're in the hospital again. I still remember how you used to get sick so much as a child. Please don't overexert yourself, okay? The photo you sent me is very interesting. What a strange coincidence that she looks so much like you. You could be twins. Perhaps she's related to us somehow. Though I don't know anyone named Sio in our family. Looks of it, it was shot on Veneta. Your military service will begin soon, so you might be wearing a uniform like her soon enough. Please send me a photo when that happens. Love, Mother. Okay, so time to plan out my inventory. There was a lot amount of health over time. I think I'll take the repair spray plus because that medium amount of health immediately, and that's probably the best healing item I have. Yeah. I'll take the flash. I'll take the flashlight. I'll take the shotgun. I'll also grab some shotgun rounds. Oh, that's not the shotgun I have. Grab the wrong gun. Okay. take as many more as I can. Trying to think. I think as well I will take pistol. I'm also gonna grab the pistol ammo because I know I can refill it a little bit. Oh, I keep. Oh no, they're in there. It's just. There we go. Then store them, and I think I'll grab another gun just in case. I'll grab the revolver. I'm gonna save, and I'm going to save on a separate save file in case I haven't like taken enough damage or anything. Oh yeah, go ahead. I love learning things about these games. Ooh, okay. Do as you will. Take everything in, but before entering Falk's room... Okay, this is the end. Leave forever? Yes. Adler's note. All efforts to contain this illness have been in vain. All the Gestalt workers have succumbed to it, leaving only dark shadows on walls and floors where they died. All of us replica will have lost our senses and turned to writhing masses of flesh. I now believe it was not an infectious disease, nor some form of poison or radiation. It was a slow corruption of reality itself. As I've relived the same cycle over and over, each time details changed. Things are twisted, added, removed. How long until it all turns to nothing but noise? I'm also gonna equip the shotgun because I realized I don't have a gun equipped. A red dream, a crashed ship, a strange gate, a hole in the ground, an island beyond reach, memories from other lives, dreams of suffering and loneliness, a promise, a search for someone lost. I saw her in the red emptiness, waiting for me. We made a promise. As the memories of a stranger rushed into my mind, I felt the borders of myself blur. Now I can no longer tell where Falk ends and Elster begins. Stop. You must turn back. There's nothing for you there. You've tried so many times. You've failed every time. Don't you see that you're ruining everything? This is your final warning. Okay. That's probably what you're referring to, so I'm gonna run back. Ooh, this is new. I've been okay. Fascinating. Okay, this is... Yeah, okay, this is the same note as before. Interesting. Yeah. Oh. Oh. So interesting. Thank you for pointing that out, especially with the fact that the notebooks were different. I would have not caught on to that. Alright, now I believe it's Falk time. No! Before I interact with that note, I need to go to the bathroom real quick just to grab a tissue. I'm not gonna go to my BRB screen because it's only gonna be like, not even a minute, really. It's funny that two games I play back to back are time loop, like sci-fi time loop games where each loop is like subtly different in interesting ways. What a coincidence, really. All right. Oh, I almost forgot to read the note. Falk's memory. We were dancing to that song they start the broadcast with. We fell asleep watching that movie we had seen before so many times. If only I could take us back to that time when we were happy. These memories are mine now. There's the paintings. What is that one thing in common? I'll wait for you to say that before I move the dialogue forwards. I love hearing other people talk about this game as well, I'll say. Oh yeah, the red eye, that's right. Why did you return? There's nothing for you here. Yeah, that's so interesting. He'll never dance with us again. No matter what we do. He doesn't even want us anymore. Bulk. Both of us, we are incomplete. Let us become whole again. You know what? I realized why I needed an inventory space. I entirely forgot about this. Not only that, but the one thing which can show the cycle in full, capturing images from past ones. Ooh. Oh, yeah, that is true. I made a mistake. You know what? Who needs shotgun shells? Alright. Alright, I'll use a repair spray. Oh, this. Okay, okay. Oh, I'm out of shotgun shells. Let me use the pistol then. Okay. This part is a little difficult for me, at least, because not good with the shields. Okay, now I have the spear. I don't know why it wasn't letting me pick it up before. Oh! Oh, another phase, okay. Let me heal up here. Alright, I was able to pick it up. Alright. Okay. Oh, another phase? Okay. I might run out of ammo, I'm realizing that. Because all I have left is 4 revolver ammo, and I prepared poorly. Okay, I did it. Woo! Now, I gotta hope I get the right ending, or the ending I'm looking for, at least. Oh. Elster 512. Now we are one. I've been waiting for this for a long time. Once again, you've returned. Are you really willing to go through with this once more? You've seen what happens. This world cannot take much more. This may be our last chance. If you go back, it'll all fall apart. I can't let that happen. You'll destroy everything. Oh. Oh, was there going to be an Adler boss fight? That's really interesting. I wonder what that would be like, but I kind of like him more as like a background figure. Oh, and I'm here. By our calculations, 1500 cycles of mission time will have passed when you receive this message. Congratulations, comrade. By now you should have become fully acclimatized to your new life on board your ship. As you approach the Orc Cloud, your search for new worlds will begin. Utilizing the long-range sensors, you will scout for valuable resources, habitable worlds, or signs of alien life. Remember to rely on your replica to assist you in maintaining your vessel. We all wish you great success in your mission. Cycle 225. When I signed up for this mission, I just wanted to get away from everything. I was sick of rot front, of school, of the photo store, sick of the fake smiles and the whispering behind people's backs. When I saw the photo of that soldier, I wonder who she was. Was she happy? Was her family proud of her? Did her comrades love her? Since we looked alike, could I have been like her? And in the end, I just wanted to leave. Nothing I had done or made ever meant anything to anyone. Why bother? Here, I am finally free. I get to be myself and to do what I want. I can finally be happy. Congratulations, comrade. You've survived 3,000 cycles, reaching the final phase of the Penrose program. The end of the operational lifetime of your replica unit approaching, it is time to prepare for the final phase of your mission. You have not found a suitable world for landing by this point, except that you will not. Find solace in the thought that others might be successful where you failed. You are probably aware your ship's spare parts and rations will soon be done. Life support systems and reactor shielding will soon begin to fail, and radiation may begin to leak from the cooling system. We recommend you do not attempt to prolong your suffering by reusing old filters or rationing supplies. Instead, make peace with your fate. We suggest that you ask your replica, while it is still functional, to spare you a slow and agonizing death, or that you take permanent rest in the cryogenic pod. Remember, you will die having served your nation by partaking in a glorious demonstration of our power. Ah, that note still hurts. Cycle 648. Talk some more to the Elster unit. She's different from the replicas I knew back home. Nothing like my teachers at the Blockwork protect her. I knew she didn't have a choice, but it feels like she's also here because she didn't fit in. It's like we've run away from the world together. At first, I didn't like having someone around, and I was glad that she's quiet and didn't approach me. But lately, I've missed having someone I can talk to. It's been so long since I've last seen another person. I never thought I'd miss it, except her. Everything is the same in here, always. Nothing ever changes. Cycle 1294. Had a strange dream. Oh. Oh. Had a strange dream. I was listening to the radio with my mother. Like back then, the numbers were on, and mother was taking notes with a book on her lap. It was the book I saw in the shop window of the bookstore where the twins live, the one with the yellow hooded figure on the cover. When I went there to buy it, it was gone, and Erica said the protectors had confiscated it. Or was it Issa? I can't remember. Cycle 1840. Everything is always the same. I feel like I'm trapped inside the ship. I know every bolt on every panel in every room of it. I've seen everything. I've done everything there is to do in here. I can't concentrate on anything. It's like there's this fog inside my head, and whenever I try to do anything, I just can't focus. I want to go outside. I want to breathe fresh air. I want to feel wind on my face and in my hair. Cycle 2503. I think I lost more hair. I'm sitting here, getting older. Every time I wake up, I feel older, weaker, sicker. I get out of breath so easily lately, and my back hurts when I sit down. How much longer will this go on? It feels like I'm just slowly dying. Cycle 5, 9. I'm tired of it all. Every time I go to sleep, I wonder if I'll wake up again. I'm scared that it'll be the last time I said goodnight to her. Did I say it right? Will she be okay? Will she be okay? What if one of us just won't wake up tomorrow? Cycle 5, 4. Oh, 5,400 days on a ship. I don't want to die. I don't want to live anymore either. Everything is just so exhausting. I just want to lie down and disappear. I just want to sleep. Please, just let me sleep. Please, just make it stop. Please. I couldn't keep my promise. Despite my best efforts, I eventually fell ill too. It had to end this way. Oh, the music. It's time. This is all that's left. Go home. Remember our promise. Elster. Okay, so I definitely got a new ending. I can't do it. You have to do it. It's time for this to end. Please. Du hast es versprochen. I'm sorry. Thank you. Oh, God. Really funny that I played Nausea and then this back to back. Oh. Oh my god. I. It feels so good to have played this game again and to get a new ending this time around. I. Yet again, there's something just so special about this game, and it's left a huge impact on me. I. It. While it's not the first survival horror I've played, not by a long shot, it's what like fully cemented my love of this sort of genre of game. And I'm so glad to have come back after another full year and just playing it again. I've now seen 2 of this game's endings. And I'm very interested what the third is going to be like. Alongside the ending with New Game Plus. Yeah, yeah. I just noticed Guillermo del Toro's in the special thanks. That's fun. Oh. So much world and inspiration and just passion. I love this game. I think this is going to be my shortest stream because of having the game's already over. I haven't even been streaming for 3 hours because I'm not really counting the pre-stream in this. Pre-stream just being sitting for 5 minutes playing some music as it's saying getting ready. Like, I'm so happy I was able to play this on PC as well. It runs so much better. Oh, go ahead, go ahead. I'd love to hear it. Oh, interesting. I see, I see. I think that's interesting then, as if you can manipulate the other stats, you can still get memory without killing, like, all of the enemies that, like, requires for the points. Because, like, for me, I focused on, regen time, uh, how much damage I took, and all that. So, I wonder how many, like, things can influence that. Also, I took way much more damage than I needed. I needed, I believe, like 1900 damage, and I took, 7,400. One thought I had, like, in my head was the fact that part of memory requires beating the game in a much shorter time compared to Promise, since a point for one of the only points that, like, oh, ooh, one of the one of the only things that, like, can actually give you a point towards the memory ending is beating the game faster, specifically beating it under 6 hours. So I think there could be some influence in how long it takes you, because maybe it takes time to remember. That's probably a stretch on my part, but it would make sense why taking longer than 12 hours gets a point towards Promise, while taking less than 6 hours gives you a point towards memory. That's so interesting. Okay, so let me think. The points that I had towards death that allowed me to get the Promise ending here was total playtime being above 12 hours. How many times I died? You only need to die 5 times. I just died twice more for reassurance, in case I miscounted. And total damage. Yeah, I could see that. So interesting. There's so many different ways that it can go about. So happy to have played this game again. I still just absolutely love it. So the only other ending I need to get is Leave, which I have a guide for that, but I like to save my replays of Signalis because I play so many games every year. This replay of Signalis is the 55th game I've beaten this year, for reference. I beat so many games in a year that it's fun to come back in, like, a year's time and remember what this game just is to me, and to see how I've, like, grown as someone who's experienced more of video games. Like, this may not be my favorite game of all time, but it's one that I feel like I can come back to over and over again because I love it that much. for reference, this is like my number 3 game overall. So like it's close. It's very close. There's just, oh, there's so much here. Yeah, exactly. What is it, right? I really want to, I really want to see what the New Game Plus ending is like. I'm not going to immediately jump into Signalis again to play it, but now that I have, like, a save on PC where I actually have, you know, beaten the game, because I don't want to play it again on Switch now that I can play it on PC, I feel like I could totally come back to this game even just, like, half a year from now. Maybe I could do it, like, December 5th, if I... Oh, that'd be where my finals are. I probably can't do that. Yeah, I haven't gotten there yet. So, I definitely want to try it out. Maybe just, like, at a later point in time. I don't want to immediately... Because, like, I think it'd be fun to stream it again at this point. Trying to get that New Game Plus ending. But I'm not going to do it right now. Maybe, like, 2 or 3 months' time after I stream some other games. Because I don't want to then jump into another full stream of Signalis. But anyway. Yeah, I love this game. I'm so glad I finally got around to playing it again. It's such a spectacular game. And technically, I'm like, I consider myself like halfway through what all I want to see in the game, because I think I need 2 more full playthroughs before I'm like actually there. I want to get the Leave ending before going for the New Game Plus ending, I'll say that. So I might do that off stream at some point. But like, I want to do the New Game Plus stuff and see what that's like. Thank you. Yeah, I love being able to talk about this game with someone. I only know like one other person who's beat this game, and I don't want to talk about it with like most people because of like, it's so hard not to spoil anything about this game. So being able to talk about it is just so refreshing. As it makes sense, I will be ending stream here. It's a little earlier than usual. I've talked about this before. I usually try to go for about 4 hours if I can, but it's been over 3 hours now, and I've beaten the game, so I don't really think I have anything to fill 1 hour of time to reach that goal. I loved Signalis. I loved replaying it, and maybe in the future I'll come back to it again like I try to do every year ever since I played it. Yeah, I can't wait to figure out all the stuff with the New Game Plus, because there feels like something I'm distinctly missing. But anyway, I'm gonna get off for the night. I should probably eat some dinner, because I've only had some snacks before stream, because I stream usually when it's like the reasonable time for dinner. So yeah, have a good night for anyone who's still here. I'll be back on Thursday playing Chapter 1 and as much as Chapter 2 if possible as I can of Deltarune, in an attempt to beat those before Chapter 3 and 4 release. Have a good night, everybody. Let me get to my little BR, or my little overstream. Have a good night.